to get to this?
Yeah, it should be all set. So you just need
Oh. Okay. Yes, I got it. Okay. As each day passes, we are one step closer to the end of the world. What if I was to tell you that on December 21st, 2012, the world would end? Half of you guys would wonder, why does she even think that, or what's the reason she believes that, and others would just think I was crazy. Up until a couple weeks ago, I had absolutely no idea why people even thought of the prophecy of 2012 and the end of the world. And after doing some research on it, my job today isn't to persuade you on whether or not it's going to happen or not, but just to give you reasons. Because most people say 2012 and then they think the Mayan calendar ending or whatever it is. And no, I'm not going to show you clips of the movie 2012. But I am going to show you the 4 main reasons why people believe that the end is near. First is the Mayan calendar, Planet X, polar shifts, and the prophet Nostradamus. Okay, first, the Mayan calendar. It's the backbone to all the theories about the 2012 prophecy. Basically, the Mayan calendar, there's 3 different calendars, but the one that people are talking about ending is the long count calendar, which was used by the Mayans to track long periods of time. It's called the Great Cycle, which is the current cycle that we're in now and is supposed to last 5,125 years. The start date of the cycle, which we're in, or when the calendar was made, was in August of 3,114 BC, and it's due to be completed, like the calendar to complete, on December 21st, 2012. Just like our calendar ends every year on December 31st, the Mayan calendar is going to end on December 21st. So it's very like that way, and how our calendar starts a new year, January 1st, people just don't know if it's supposed to reset to day 0 or it's just going to end or whatever. Oh, and Jared Diamond, who he basically writes blogs for NASA, says that December 21st, 2012 is the day that their cycle resets, which is every 1,872,000 days, and that's coming up pretty soon. Second is Planet X. It's supposedly the 12th planet, and it's a really large planet with the largest orbit, which orbits around the sun, and it's supposed to last for 3,600 years. It was first photographed by the NASA in 1983, and it was calculated to be 50 million miles away from Earth. 2004, it was recalculated to be 7 million miles away, and it was last photographed in 2008 in Japan, and it's thought to come very close to Earth or possibly collide in the end of 2012. So all fingers point to December, I guess. It's feared that it will cause climate change, volcanoes, and a bunch of natural disasters. I'm not trying to scare you guys, it's just pictures, they're weird. And ancient, from the 2012 Prophecies website, ancient texts say in 11,000 BC the Great Flood happened because Planet X came way too close to Earth, and it's happened once before, so it could happen again. Third reason is the polar reversals or the shifts. Polar reversals are defined to be constant rapid shifts of the axis rotation, which will change the Earth's magnetic field. So when that happens, basically, the North Pole and the South Pole completely switch, and then how our Earth is rotating now, it's supposed to just rapidly stop and start rotating the other way. So I guess you can see how that could kind of be bad. Patrick Garrel, he writes for a blog. He's just a scientist. He said, with clock-like regularity, sudden reversals and pole shifts are natural to the Earth. The result is worldwide destruction, but it's happened before. This event is expected to also cause natural disasters such as earthquakes and tsunamis and volcano eruptions. That comes from the polarshift2012.net website. It's said to have happened many times throughout history, but it's been about 785,000 years since it's happened last, scientists say. So they say it's expected to end, or to happen again towards the end of 2012 in December. Lastly is this fine man, Nostradamus. He's a famous prophet who lived like forever and ever ago, like I think it was like 1664 BC. He basically was a well-known prophet who used to write like literature and like books and poems and like excerpts and stuff, making prophecies in his time, like what's going to happen like while he's alive, and then what's supposed to happen way in advance. He says a comet planet will hit the Earth towards the end of 2012 and will cause grave destruction and suffering. In the sky will be seen a great fire dragging a trail of sparks. Some people just think he's crazy, but others said that he predicted the September 11th attacks, the Kennedy assassinations, World War II, and believe that he'll be right about 2012 too, because he made all these predictions when he was alive, like millions of years ago. Not really millions, but you know. So, who knows about this guy? Oh, okay. In conclusion today, my point wasn't to scare you guys that the Earth is going to end or anything, but I know what it was like to not have any idea why people even thought that. Like, I just heard 2012 is the end of the world, and I said, cool, why? Like, I never knew. I even saw the movie, and I was like, oh, this is weird. So I really wanted to figure out why people even, like, thought of it, like, who's the first person to think about it. But yeah, so in conclusion, my point today was to inform you all of the reasons why people believe the world will end in 2012. The Mayan long count calendar, the discovery of Planet X, the naturalness of polar shifting and reversals on Earth, and the predictions of Nostradamus give you all the clear idea of why people believe what they believe. But what do you guys believe to be true? Thank you.